Now, I hate having to do this. I actually really enjoy Vanessa's work on Braincraft, and I find her content actually really interesting. That being said, there is some stupid shit that is said in this video.
There are a lot of people with opinions about gender, but today we science. And
What the fuck does we science mean?
is there such a thing as a female brain or a male brain?
So the differences we see in people's behavior are mostly a result of our environment and not our biology.
This is false. This is David Raymer. David was born a male, but was raised as a female after a botched circumcision, and his penis was basically destroyed. As a test, to see if gender traits are biological or learned, he was raised as a female. Given the fact that David struggled to identify as a girl through his adolescence, and struggled to fit in, so much so that he developed suicidal tendencies, and as a result, later in life, killed himself, I would have to conclude that the whole gender is a social construct myth is kind of full of shit.
It's something called a stereotype threat, where people tend to perform in ways that just reinforces this stereotype. For example, many studies have found that males and females perform similarly in math tests, but when female students are asked to report their gender at the top of a math test before they start, their performance is worse.
Okay, first of all, what kind of fucking math test has an option to select your gender? And second, how much worse? Are we talking 2% worse? 10%? 70%? We need specifics, otherwise it's just meaningless.
In the 80s, some orchestras introduced blind auditions, where candidates would audition behind a screen to conceal their gender. Following this, the number of female musicians in the top 5 orchestras in the United States jumped by 20%.
Oh my god.
Okay, 20% over what time span? Are we talking from the 80s until now? Or immediately? Over the course of a year? You know, there's a saying about damn lies and statistics.
There was recently this big outcry again that Hillary is always screaming and shouting when she's just talking.
Destroyed this economy.
You know...
No, excuse me, I'm talking.
Let him respond.
All of the candidates are being accused of yelling too much. But when it happens to Hillary, of course somebody had to play the sexism card. You know, feminism victimhood is like playing a shitty version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Except everybody loses.
I think that we keep looking for differences in this research because we kind of want it to be true. Instead, we keep trapping ourselves in these gender identities that we've created, and they're continually reinforced by our implicit bias.
Okay, what? That we created? Are you trying to say that you think there was some guy jerking off one day and decided, you know what? I think women should wear dresses. No, gender identities are inherent to our humanity. They're not a social construct, and there is nothing wrong with that.